P. Diddy's got him in an ass of trouble. I'm a little late on this, but I'm going to give you a little rundown. Made a little playlist for him here first. Get him a little California love at first. It's going to be sounding like that. Yeah, you're going to have arcades of Sally if he's lucky. Uh-oh.
May I have your attention, please?
Going to be rough. Oh, you're going to wish you was somewhere on another planet. And that's about the fucking toughest thing he's going to be able to say right there. How do you want it? Because here's what's going to go on, man. And everyone's going to be sitting there saying he's set up. Oh, and it was this. Man, listen. It's a difference between a state case, and I'm going to tell you about from someone who knows both sides of the law. There's a way big difference between a state case and a Fed case. And when you got Homeland Security and every federal agency coming into your door, I mean, it's there's so many people in drugs for ghost dope. And so all it takes is a deposition from one or two people, and that's it. First, they're going to go over there and they're going to put him in a conspiracy because he conspired to do several different things right there. You know, a conspiracy is just two or more people to injure, oppress, threaten, intimidate a person in any state territory of any right secured by the Constitution or the laws of the United States. You know, and they can be in conspiracy cases. Usually, I mean, he has no criminal background, anything like that. And they usually carry up to 20 years, you know, and then they're just going to start stacking stuff. And the problem is, if they come hit them with the state first, the feds don't take and share their time with anybody. And you're going to see all the lawyers, 200 IQ lawyers, is going to be on every show. And what they don't tell you is what really happens over there. If the state gets a hold of them, you know, and that's what happened in R. Kelly. I mean, the Illinois went and got him, gave him, I don't know, 40 years or whatever it was, and then boom. But they just went ahead and gave him to the feds because they didn't want to secure him because he's a high-profile inmate, you know. And, I mean, it's going to be no, I mean, he's a chomo. They're going to put him down there as a sex offender. And the first thing about that is, you know, he's not going to can't go to any low-security places like that, as far as a camp or anything like that. So he's destined to be to a low, medium, or a USP. Then the length of time that he's looking at, because of this, I mean, this is a make it or break it. Whoever the U.S. attorney is on this, I mean, it's a landmark case. I mean, they brought Homeland Security in there, man. It doesn't matter if they found anything. They've already got it. The feds come knock on your door, the case is fucking closed. And that's all it is. There is to it, you know. It's just, they're just going to keep adding to the list. And these people that are taking, you know, all the music, I mean, that's a weak, feeble attempt to start giving people's artists that he's had in the past their music rights back and sign these NDAs. Sony, this, you know, Bad Boy Records, so forth. MTV. I mean, you look at that stuff right there, and that, I mean, that's just a fucking formality. No one gives a shit, you know, when it comes to the feds. What they're going to come to the feds are going to come to your door, and they're going to start asking people questions. And if you fucking lie to them, you're fucked. You know, it's an obstruction of justice. You just lied under oath in a federal deposition. You know, they're going to force you. And the only way people get any type of leniency on a federal case is cooperation with the U.S. government. And he's the big black whale. I mean, this couldn't happen to a better fucking person, man. I mean, if people didn't see this shit coming, you know, and, you know, you got the Skull and Crossbones Society, you know, of the elitist, you know, that is mainly Caucasian and stuff, you know, and P. Diddy and Jay-Z and all them, he's black royalty. And these fucking weird ass parties, man. And the thing about it is everyone's going comparing it to Epstein. Fuck that, man. He was as rich as Epstein, but one thing, he's way more fucking famous. Epstein hung around with the owner of Victoria's Secret, you know, and he did some tax stuff and all of that. And yeah, I mean, P. Diddy's had a hidden camera in every room, having these wild fucking parties, man. He gets it. He's. I mean, you don't, man. Let me tell you something about drugs, especially if famous people are around. I lived on the beach in La Jolla and in San Diego for a while. me tell you something. You get around, man, you don't want a fucking camera around. You don't want this shit. Go, oh, but it's him, man. He's throwing $2-3 million on a party, man. And as Wilt Chamberlain said, like at first it was one girl, then it was two girls, and it was enough. It's never going to be enough with a person like this. Second, if you can't tell her that he's gay, just look how he carries himself. Anyone that's that sitting there and bashing on homosexuality and on all these videos that I've seen. I've only seen a few of them. It only takes one. I mean, he's going to get that, shit. He's going to get a little fucking California love. Everyone, first, the black car, you're going to have cars there. And if he's lucky, they'll start him off at USP Tucson, all right? Because he's, which is a PC yard in the fact that it's going to have high profile child molesters there. I mean, these are the killers. Larry Nassar's been booked there. The Elizabeth Smart guy's been booked there. What you got there is several hundred X'd out gang members that are there and everyone looks at that, and there's no rules there. There's no politics in that fact. It's going to be a smash and grab for him. They'll extort the shit out of him, whatever. Nah, he'll just be Big Daddy homosexual is what it'll be. He'll be Puff Daddy for real. He's going to be puffing on that sword. Everyone's going to get a piece of his ass is what's going to happen, man. Right there, he acts all bad boy. He's going to find out what the fuck bad boy is, man. Yeah, I mean, he's going to go in there. Everyone's an equal in federal prison when it comes like that. Your money don't mean shit. It means some. Everyone's got. There's people in there making $4,000 a week off their poker games. Everyone's going to be gambling. Everyone's going to do that. He's going to come in there with a sex case, and then you're going to have the homeboy. Oh man, you was set up. He better hopes it. Yeah. He's going to go fuck up at that yard with a cell phone, something like that. Then they'll kick him to Coleman too, and they'll fuck up there. And then they'll fucking hit Terre Haute, and they'll probably hit all three of those yards in the first 3-4 years. Then it's on. He's going to spend most of his time in the shoe, man. And then it's going to be fuck that. I mean, I remember when I was at USP, I think it was USP Lee, and I was up there with Anthony Shea and those guys of the town and stuff, the Boston Bandits, and we had the guy from Georgetown that was doing all the rapes, man, and shit, we found him like, well, it's okay if he's raped 17 white girls or whatever it was. No, they were making him ride, and they finally, they didn't smash him, they walked him up. All right, but this guy's got money. It's a high profile deal. He's completely, totally fucked with the feds. They're going to start in the deal with the RICO case on it. They can go back forever. They can go back all the way. They're showing these weird videos with Justin Bieber and stuff like that, and this creepy shit. And shit, man, he's fucked. He's totally screwed, man, because the RICO case, there is no statute of limitations. There is 4 years on, say, a civil case, but they're going to go into the criminal stuff, because there's money involved, there's planes involved, cross continents and stuff, and a RICO targets organized criminal activity, and that's what they're going to call this, Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, RICO, and that's how they go and get everyone like this, they don't go get someone that's just a small, and and if he really, really does have a dossier and videos and stuff, there's a lot of famous people that's going to be involved in it. And let me tell you something, anyone who thinks that Jeffrey Epstein hung himself, you don't hang yourself when you got $800 million in cash, and a defense. He was probably going to get a real small sentence in something and a favorable deal. It's the reason he flew in from France or wherever he was, because Trump was in office. Trump wanted access to what Epstein had because that's his competition. The same people that are trying to screw Trump, right there, he had stuff on them. And that's it, but he was at NBC Brooklyn. You got people from the Clinton era, which are going to be, Jesus Christ, everyone knows what happened around Bill Clinton, we're not going to talk about Monica Lewinsky and stuff like that, his lawyers and all that from Whitewater on. Shit. The Dems are vicious. They'll do anything to protect the presidency and to get in the presidency and stuff. But, hey, you could go into all the aspects of this case. But when Homeland Security shows up and all those federal agencies go, they knew they weren't going to find anything. These investigations have been going on for months. I'm sure he's had lawyers talking, but though what they've been doing is rounding up witnesses, taking depositions, and so forth. And the U.S. prosecutor on the criminal side, is talking to whoever is handling the civil sides of the case. But the first thing they've done is go and talk to a few people. And he's been having these wild parties, and that's his own. It's a Stanley Kubrick film 2.0. It's real eyes wide shut. He's got these people roped in, got them doing illicit shit. Suck my dick. Fucking over there. It's the fraternity. Little MK Ultra. That's his fraternity right there. Shit, dude. Television producer, artist, launched so many careers and stuff, and goes on. And, people bail on him left and right, and shit, the sex shit, that's just a fucking formality of it, the deep root of this shit. They're going to take all his fucking money, and it's going to expose a lot of people, and you're going to end up seeing a lot of people. He can't go to trial. His life, as soon as they lock him up, is in so much danger, and it's not in danger by the inmates. That's going to happen regardless. Whatever prison he hits, they'll know before he hits it there, long before. It's going to be 1 to 3 USPs right there to start off with. His lawyers will work that deal out. Once he gets there, he's fucked. That's just a formality, man. I don't think it'd be cool. He'll screw up at the PC and the dropout yards immediately, man. Then he's going to fucking hit my best friend in prison was, when I was at USP Hazleton, it was Photios Gias, Freddie G. And hell, if it wasn't for him, and I sat there and watched that guy avoid, he got me out of the chute 4 times. I think I had 6 assaults there. Shit. I'm a kid from Carrollton, Texas, Plano. Fucking you're in their South Side. There's big difference between a United States penitentiary and a medium. All right, 1, you got over 60% of the people with life sentences. All right, in a pen. So there's nothing to lose there. 2, you got every gang in the United States there, and then some. There's someone from every country in the world there. So they got no hands-on policies. Okay, that means each race takes care of his own, each car, each gang, so forth. That's the key, because, every damn week, bus day, Tuesdays, Thursdays, man, 22 people coming on each bus, at each bus, they're going, you come through intake, maybe 16 hit the yard, 6 a check-in right off to protective custody, because, the networking system, if you're no good on one yard, you're no good on another yard, period, over there. That's the politics. If you're a piece of shit there, I don't care if it's money, you checked in, you did this, you did that, that's it. Emails, cell phones, that's it. Because you're going to spend 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6 months, a year maybe, in the chute before they take and it goes through DSCC in Grand Prairie, and they redesignate you. And by that time, you got people shooting out of the shoes. All right. And then, all you're going to be doing is talking to the lieutenant, or when it comes, when staff day, which is usually on a Friday, and they get in, they have a shoe meeting, say on a Tuesday, he's going to be asking to be on that fucking wall, sitting there asking, man, am I redesignated where I'm going? My lawyer says this. My lawyer, man, I don't give a fuck where your lawyer says you're going, man. It's going to Grand Prairie, and they're going to send you where you want and shit, Yeah, he's going to learn what it's like to be the bad boy right there. And he's going to learn, how do you want it for real, man? He's going to feel like he got fucked by Dumbo, man, once he gets into the politics of this, man. So that's going to be great, man. Shit. He's not going to have the respect to say Willie Falcone and stuff, did it McCreary and stuff. Willie, ran the football, baseball tryouts, cocaine cowboys, and dress everyone out in cleats, put $300 a month on everyone's books, man. Put shit, man. He liked winning, Go out there, man. He had professional tryouts. The shit was fucking funny, and just like that and shit. I had and LR come press up on me, because shit, I'm giving them my Suboxone, I fucking shit, I get 50 of them, for me, and well, hey, my name's so I'm a serial killer, I'm Johnny Cracker, and yeah, whatever, dude, yeah, dude stabbed his lawyer, did this, did that, whatever, I ain't paying no attention. Here you go, man, get on your feet, do that, and I'm like, hey, man, I can't do it no more, shit, man, I can't go sweat. Yeah, it's fucking, oh, you're going to make us kill you. All right, here you go. Then shit, man. Freddie goes, man, we going to have to kill one of these son of a bitches or not? This one killed Whitey Bulger, and I'm like, no, I'll take care of it. Shit, I went and grabbed Big Mo from Tennessee, went up to the table, I said, hey, man, you want to go hit the Nazi lowriders? Nazi lowriders? He goes, when now? Yeah. Here. He goes, you got any dope? Yeah, I got some Suboxone on me. I got 10 strips on it. He goes, all right, let's go. Walked through the damn gate. Made the metal detector. Made sure he didn't have no knife. That was Cody Reese, man. C murder, man. Yeah, serial killer. Killed a fucking 19-year-old girl, the dad and the father in a home invasion in Utah. Got tipped up in the Smooth program because he was getting dope, and went out, smoked him, laid him out, put the foot to his ass. Oh, they ended up in the shoe. SIS comes back there. No, we got to lock this whole penitentiary, man. Shit, man. You've been in. You got fucking 6 assaults here and been in a fight with everyone, man. What's the matter, dude? These dudes, you got an out day. Shit, man. I'm fighting to survive, man. I don't like being locked down. I ain't a bitch, man. Fuck it. I'll fuck them up. Do what I can. Shit. Old school. Get off on them first. Things I learned. That all started, in reintegration and getting bust. And, in Omaha, Nebraska, and it's just stupid. It just a long time of bad habits that started, and and then made just one mistake after another, do good over there, and I ended up in federal penitentiary for fucking 13 years. Ended up doing 15 flat. The good part of my life. I had every opportunity to not go, and made a mistake. A horrible one, and I learned a lot from it, and he's going to learn a lot, and he's going to have some serious time to do, man. We're talking, he's lucky if he can, 20 years, judge will probably stack it. He starts, but if he gets over those tapes and stuff, and he gets some other people involved in it, we didn't say, but you're talking 240 months and up. All right, and I don't know how old he is right now. I would say he's, in his mid 40s, maybe 50 years old. I don't know how old he is. He's born in November 69. He's 69. He's my age. He's 54 years old. He's 54 years old, man. He's about to be 55 right here. The rapper, record produces, born in Harlem, raised in Mount Vernon, Bad Boy Records in 93, credited with Discovery, Notorious Big, Mary J. Blige, and Usher. Unsolved murders and stuff. That gangster shit is not gonna work, dude. You are a target by the United States government, man. Y'all can listen to all this bullshit and rhetoric, and everyone over there, they have no fucking idea, most of these people. They sit there and go with the narrative of, oh, no evidence, man. He is fucking fucked. All right, he has the goddamn United States government knocking on his doors, man. Those parties, I listened to the Fat Jew and shit. Yeah, the Fat Jew walked in and they got the fuck out of there, man. He said, fuck this noise, man. Yeah, if Puffy's going to go send over some Israelis or whoever he has is some bad mofos that he has, security to go thump your ass, to go do what he does. But what he's done, and here's what happened to Epstein. Mark my fucking words on it, all right? That bunk in the shoe's 53 inches high. You don't fucking get your windpipe and all that broke like that. That's from a fucking guillotine. The front naked, someone coming down on you. And it's going to be real hard to do from behind. But it was a chokehold, it was a throat choke. It wasn't a pressure choke, getting your carotid and your jugular and over there, it was a throat choke, and if you ever heard someone that's had a throat choke and lived through it over there, they can't talk, crushes their voice box, goes up, and you get in the right position, it's going to snap the back of your head. But, shit, man, he had shit on. How many trips did Clinton had on it? The election's coming up with Trump. Trump wanted, Trump's like, yeah, come on back, man, shit, I mean, he had Dershowitz work that first deal for him that was ironclad, and it was sealed for 10 years. All of a sudden, boom, he had to know there's going to be some, but they're so busy fucking with Trump, at Trump, that the Justice Department was overlooking it. Shit, man, and he had politicians involved in it. And, Orgy Island, the Lolita Express, and stuff. I mean, this right here is 2.0. This right here is Eyes Wide Shut. This is his own little skull and crossbones. His weird fucking parties, man. If anything ever fucking backlashed on him over there, he has he had leverage against the entertainers and the people around him, and that's what he had. 50 been busting on his ass, but he had so much power in the music industry. 50's made one mistake after another. He's made resilient. And he reminds me of kind of Robbie Van Winkle in that effect. Except he's got a little more swag with shit. Fucking anyone who fucks off $450 million, and I sat there and I read that interview in Forbes. That was the meeting of the minds where it had Puffy Combs, Dr. Dre, but it had Dr. Dre in it, and I forget who the other one. It had and Curtis Jackson, and they met with Warren Buffett, and Bill Gates at Warren Buffett's. I think his shake parlor in Omaha, Nebraska, where I'm from and born. Until I moved to Texas. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm not from Texas. I grew up in Texas over there. Hawk got me in a fucking fight with everyone when I moved there in 6th grade. Thanks, Hawk, man. Made me who I am today, dude. I can't blame you. Love you, bro. Still an asshole, but I love you. But anyways, right there, you're sitting there talking about all this. He's got all this. He's got they sat there and told him, hey, whatever you do, man, from that vitamin water deal, he had $400 million worth of Coca-Cola. Don't sell that stock. He went and leveraged that stock, bought jet airplanes. Man, if you got a fucking jet airplane and you own it, you're paying the bills, man. You're talking $4 million a year. But that means you got to make $7 million, pay taxes on it. You can only write off the first 3 years, the depreciation and all that shit of it. And you go buy a new Challenger, you're fucked. And you don't have a business that's paying that has the revenue coming in to pay that, man. You're going south right away. And then he's going out and buying multi-million-dollar houses. Then he's going buying, Ferraris at $2 and $3 million a piece, and buying the Great Five, Enzos, F40s, F50s, so forth and so on. At 288 GTOs and shit. And government, hey, where's our money, man? Capital gains this, shit. You just you didn't get a 1031 exchange. You can't. How'd you do that when you took and you financed all these fucking properties, man? You didn't pay cash on it. All of a sudden, your 450 million goes to 200 million. Then all of a sudden, boom, man, fucking $60 million airplane. Better start selling shit quick. Get rid of these tattoos. Better start producing something. Because they went to him and said, hey, man, gee, you're not a good merchandiser. The guy that owned vitamin water, was the creative genius behind it. He couldn't sign anyone at first. I sit there and watch Bill Hover of Pepsi do the same thing when they go in and start buying companies. Even when they bought Yum Yum, started Yum Yum, and did all Taco Bell and stuff. I worked for them. I was in an intern program with them, and that's a whole nother story. That was when I was younger. And watch these guys make one bad decision. Shit. And Sean Combs and Puffy and Doc Dre said fuck, and just Levine said fuck selling sneakers, let's sell speakers. And they went and did the beats, and then he went and shit. MTV went being Mr. Producer, he's roping them all in. Got Usher, got all these guys in, bringing all these artists in and shit, man. Little fucking over there, it's a little fucking. The only thing he didn't give Beaver in that video when he showed that Gallardo right there in Whitney, back before he had everyone taken care of. Got a cover on it outside. Got the Lambo outside, man. This was before he had all these shit. Just blowing up. Fucking Jesus Christ, man. What a tool. The only thing he didn't, like the Jewish child molester, fucking over there said, oh, you want to buy some candy, little boy? And that's what he was doing. Fucking, here you go. Yeah, no racist jokes there. It's just that thing, I can make fun of that. I do a little fucking comedy the way this is, but this is serious shit, man. Right here, when it goes in there, these artists are involved. That web is going to be cast so that the civil suits are they're going to bring that in, because it's going to be a RICO case. That means they can bring everyone in on it, and the conspiracy part. That right there, the sentences are going to, they're mandatories, man. They're going to be, he's looking at 20 years off the rip, man. That's 240 fucking months, and you got to do 85% of it. It doesn't matter, man. You think some billionaire or guy, that's worth $1 billion, considering what he has coming in. First, he's losing all his artists. First, he's losing all his businesses. Now he's probably trying to liquidate every fucking thing he has, to get as much cash as he has. And it's not going to be much. The banks are calling due on their notes right now. They're not going to tell you this shit. I'm probably going to have to post this on my website, podblastthetruth.com. I'll post it up there. I'll post this podcast on there where you can see the whole interview on it, for who knows, hopefully Spotify will let it ride. They've been good to me so far, but it's only a trailer out there. This is my first long podcast and stuff. And I'll go into the aspects of what's going to happen to them into prison. But from the legal aspect over there, I think they're going to go in there. They're going to hit them with a racketeering charge. They already got them on conspiracy, man, because they got, all it takes is 2 people. I mean, they get the drug dealers, man. I don't care if the guy's just, they got the mule now. So this right here is where the ghost dope's going to come in, and they're going to say, oh, you were buying, a quarter pound of coke for each one of these parties. Had to have been buying fucking elbows, man, and fucking all the Molly. And Molly's a Schedule 1 drug, I guarantee you there's some hydroxybutyrate, some GHB in it, or methydeoxyl methamphetamine, cocaine. There's going to be cocaine there. There's going to be GHB in that. There's going to be Molly at those fucking parties, right? And they got this little white dude, man. And that little white dude right there, right, it is not going to hold mustard, man. I'll see if I can find this kid right here.
Jeffrey Epstein's, they say. Diddy was seen swinging clubs at a Top Golf in Miami with his daughters. He may look
such
relaxed,
a family
but
guy.
Behind the scenes, there's panic.
Shit, if there's
TMZ
anyone who's seen all
reported
that shit, it's this
that
kid.
The federal case against
buying
him
them
is
Lamborghinis
expanding
and shit to shut
as
them up.
prosecutors from the Southern District of New York have been dishing out subpoenas to multiple corporations tied to the mogul.
Yeah.
Like cell
See,
phone
that's where the
providers
business
and
acts
computer
are. I haven't
companies.
even sit there and seen
At the
these
same
interviews.
time, Diddy's been unloading his assets.
And here's where the
Timing,
business is,
not coincidental.
that side of it's coming
Selling
in.
off his
They're coming after all his shit.
music rights for
But most of it, he leases his jets, charters them, that's smart. You can write that off. He owes money on the houses, of course. You know why? Because there's so much money. So he's going to count on the appreciation of them and the money that he's got on. That way he's not out of pocket all this money, His company needs cash flow, and it's probably got cash coming in off the royalties every day. It's kind of like the oil business. You're getting monthly checks from every one of those artists are a piece of property, and he's getting royalties off each one. This guy's the worst fucking. They won't use this guy at all. That Diddy's ex-bodyguard is flipping on him. He's a media whore, right, man? They're not going to listen to this fucking tool, man. They're going to get some girl, 2 of them. That'll be it. This guy right here is just crying. He wants to get paid. He's getting paid for the interviews, man. He's worse. If he's his bodyguard, he's as fucking juiced into all the fucking bad shit as Diddy is, man. And that's a fact, That guy right there is the worst fucking witness, and they'll never use him right there. And he's probably going to end up. And if he was a witness for the prosecution right now, they would be giving him immunity. They would be putting him on witness protection, dude. They'd be hiding his ass. And this is the truth, man. They do this on fucking goddamn on some dude testifying against a speed dealer, man. And I know every one of these USPs. Everybody. I've been to fucking 7 of them. I walked all those yards. I've been to SMOO. Fucking shit. Spent a year there. That special management unit. That's what happens when you fuck up at a USP and you went over there. And that's the hub that controls all the penitentiaries. All the head gang members are there. Everyone's gone through there. You'll have the black hand in there. You'll have the skinheads, man. You'll have the fucking VBS, Holland bound skinheads. You'll have all the hammer skins, the fucking West Coast skins there. Arm, goddamn Sack, fucking so forth, the brand. You know, and you see all these prison shows. Most of these guys, you know, they might have done a little time at a few. Shit, I walked the yard at probably more of them because I got in fucking trouble, not because I was a pussy, man. I'm not proud of it, man. You know, fuck, man. I didn't get killed. I made it out of that bitch, man. Oh, there, shit, man. Fucking, I'll never go back. I'll never do anything like stupid again. You know, fuck, man. Took some money, man, from a bank like a dumb fuck. You know, shit. Because of evading arrest when I was a kid. Fucking over there. He said they